got done trimming out this yard, and it's only like 70 today, but it's hot with the sun because the sun is blazing hot today. Feels good, but I've gone through this whole day today and I haven't recorded anything, so I'm gonna record this yard for you. I've recorded this one before, but I've been running the bee all day today. A lot of you guys gave good suggestions yesterday. I never even thought about it actually, or I might have and I just don't remember now, but that the power shoot on that Walker bee, it might just be the switch. So I looked online on eBay and stuff, and I found one switch for sale, same one, and then I found another guy selling one. He calls it the upgraded switch for the power shoot, and it's completely sealed, it's completely waterproof. So so I ordered that, and that switch was like 38 bucks, which kind of sucks because I know I can buy a momentary 3-position switch like that at Napa or anywhere for like 6 bucks, but I'd probably get them cheaper online. But yeah, so I don't know, I figured I'll spend the money, try buying that one. Hopefully that fixes it. I unbolted the chute and took it off this morning because it keeps catching on stuff anyway, and I don't want to keep forcing it back up. I don't want to chew up them gears in there, which I may have already. I don't believe I did, but we will see. And since every time I hit the switch to go up, it doesn't make any noise at all. If it just made a noise and wasn't moving, then I would think the teeth were ground off the gears in the motor, but that's not the case. It doesn't make any noise at all. So I think it just might be the switch. If I have to replace that motor, I will, but I will only replace it once. So if I replace it and it goes again, that thing will come off. I will do a full review and I will give them a horrible review. But if it ends up being the motor and I do have to replace it, and then I get a year out of it or whatever and it's still working fine, then, you know, I will continue the good review I've already made of it, up until this part here broke. These glasses just are not coming clean. But so I'm gonna mow this and I'll record this one for you today, get you guys some kind of footage. I have an estimate I have to go do that I'm kind of excited about, and I'll take you there with me and I'll explain that.
I can't wait to leave this town, cause lately I've been feeling down. The cold nights just don't feel the same. Oh, like my life inside a car, hit the button, drive real far, but that record only like, I'm dreaming of you, I dream of a new night. Fights in the dark till we see the sunlight. My love, it's you and I. Cross close and could light this fire. So reach for the stars, cause we're aiming high.
Now I want to mention something I think is kind of important. Do you guys remember back, if I remember to look it up when I'm editing this, I'll put the link right here to the video. Remember when, not that long after I first got in this machine, these two belts blew? They shredded, and you got to get them in pairs. And I called the dealer and they didn't have any, and I was told you have to use Walker OEM belts. Nothing else will work. Well, I cross-referenced these belts over to, let's see here, PTO belt. It would be that probably, pin number 4230, I believe. And it's 2 belts. And you got them both. They're separate, they're not together, they're 2 belts. And you have to get them both. And now I have 150.4 hours. Okay, so what I'm told, or what I was told way back in the day, was that underneath the hood of Walker mowers, it used to list the belt number, and it also used to list the Gates belt part number that it cross-reference over to. And for some reason they don't do that anymore. And I don't know if that's even true, but anyway, so I went to Napa way back when. If you guys remember this in this video, I went to Napa and I took him the part number, and he cross-referenced it right over to a Gates belt, and I ordered 4 of them, so I had a spare set, and the cost of 4 of them is what it cost through the dealer for 2 of them. So I ordered them. I paid extra, had them overnighted, because that was the other thing. The dealer said it'd take at least 2 weeks to get them to me. So I paid extra and had it overnighted. So the cost of the overnight plus the 4 belts cost almost the same as 1 set of belts through the Walker dealer. But anyway, that was like, I can't even remember. I'll have to go back in that video. There wasn't very many hours on that mower. It was under 50, I'm pretty sure, but now I'm at 150.4, still running that same set of belts. I still have the backup set, and they still look brand new.
You can't wait to see me now, 'cause lately you've been feeling down. You lay awake alone at night. Oh, like your life inside a car. Forget the world and drive real far. Put that record on again. Oh, my love, it's you and I. Close, close, and come back this far. So reach for the stars, 'cause we're aiming high. I'm dreaming if you I dream of a new night. Fighting the dark till we see the sunlight. My love, it's you and I. Close, close, and collide this time.
Okay, everything you saw there in the back, and then just a couple strips up this right hand side here, and then one pass around the outside perimeter of this fence. It runs back there, along, and up to here. Just one pass along that. Then this whole front part here, and then the alleyway here. There's just that one little patch right there, and then not even a full mower width along the outside of the fence right up that side. So this is the Iron Workers Union, and I don't know if you guys can see, but way across the street over there you see a building with a blue roof. That's that real big property that I cut. Has that whole one side that goes out to a big point with streets on both sides. And he saw me mowing over there, and he sent me a text message and wanted me to come give him an estimate for this. Okay, he saw me mowing property across the street that I've been mowing for a long time, and he really likes the job that I do over there. So that's why the guy texted me and asked me if I give him a price on this one here. He wanted a price for weekly service, mowing, weed whacking, and blowing off, and then a weekly price for just mowing and blowing off, and he will have the laborers here do all the trimming. He says he's been having them do all the mowing, and they just keep breaking the mowers. So the property that I do across the street is this one here. I will show you in a second. I cut this earlier today. That's where he saw me. And it's this one where you guys have seen me cut this many times before and then do all the mulch and hedge trim and everything in the front. It's this whole corner lot right here. And I just did that one earlier today. So doing a good job over there is what caught his attention, and he's really interested in this one. So I really hope I get it, because I got to park on the side of the road around the block to do this big one over here, because there's nowhere to ever park. There's all kinds of parking over there, and it's right across the street. So I could park over there and hit them both, which would make me happy. Like I mentioned before, I'm way overbooked now, but there's a few residentials I really don't want to do, and I know I could get somebody else in there and give them away. So I would like to just book most of my Tuesday with commercials up here in the city in Niagara Falls. I don't like mowing residentials up here anyway, never have. So if I could pick up one more commercial there and cut out a couple of them residentials, I mean, I'll still keep a few to keep my day booked, but I'm already maxed anyway, so if I get rid of a few, it's not going to hurt me, especially if I pick up that one. So we'll see what happens.